Hi, this is something that I wrote today, which is November 29th, 2010. Um, I'm not really going to preface it with anything. I'm just going to read what I wrote and see what happens. Okay. For a few years, I've been looking for the quote-unquote answer, only to be confronted by failure everywhere I turn. I don't even know the question. It's more my answer than the answer. Am I in a self-created reality whose purpose is for me to find my answer? The episode seems to be a metaphor, which is a metaphor for my condition. It's not literally unfolding exactly like the episode, but there are striking similarities. I don't know if I'm ready to know my answer or what possible form it will take. Sometimes everything seems like a clue, and that it's up to me to draw the very tacit conclusion. This episode is an example of a clue. Although I don't even know the question, I suspect my answer will somehow make me whole. So it stands to reason that the question could be, what will complete me? What does complete even mean? Now, after I wrote that, I took a look around my room, just gazing at it, and I noticed some DVDs sitting there, and I didn't know what they were, so I looked at them, and they were on the top shelf, and when I took them out, a key fell out onto my chair and onto the ground, and this key was unexpected, and I just found it, and think that might be another, what I call, clue. But yeah, basically the episode I'm talking about is the Stargate universe. It's the episode called Human in Season 1. They're flying in a ship built over 100 million years ago, and they don't have access to all of its systems. And that means they can't control the ship either. It just does what it wants to. And there's this chair in the ship, and the chair is an interface between a biological machine and the computer of the ship. And they tried the chair, someone tried the chair, and he's in a coma. So one of the main characters, Dr. Rush, decides to modify the chair so that there's a buffer of the sort that will slow down the rate of data transfer between the ship and himself. And he has a dream or a vision. He's reliving the last day of his wife's life. She died of cancer. And he's a professor, and he's trying to solve this puzzle, or this code. He wants to crack this code. And the ship that he's on, it's protected by master code, and you won't be able to control the ship unless you know that master code. And in the vision, he's searching for the solution to this puzzle, and I'm not sure in his vision if he realizes that the solution to the puzzle will mean granting access to the ship's systems, or if he's even connecting it to the ship at all. But he needs to crack this code, and you go into his room and see that you see that in his room there's like post-it notes everywhere, and writing on paper on the walls, and he has a whiteboard with tons of math on it, and he comes up with the number 46, and that is his clue. And he was told that he will find a door in his vision, and for him to get out of the vision, so to speak, he has to go through that door. And the number 46 pops up a couple of times, and it turns out that 46 is the number of chromosomes in a human DNA or something like that. And so the key to unlocking the chair happens to be encoded in DNA, but he's not sure exactly how that helps. So I'm wondering if that episode itself as a whole is some kind of clue for me to find my answer. I'm not really sure what my answer is going to look like, or even if there is an answer. And the question, like I said before from what I read to you, the question is unknown, but I'm thinking it is what will make me whole, or what will complete me. And I suspect that my answer will probably be similar, at least in a sense, to other people's answer to that question. I'm pretty sure that it's got nothing to do with material things, and I am not even sure if it has to do with thought or emotion. So I'm sort of at wit's end, but I keep receiving these clues, which may not even be clues, they just might be random events, but I'm connecting dots, and it could be that those dots aren't really connected, but I think they are, and I'm trying to be as rational as I can about these so-called clues, like watching an important, profound TV show, or dropping a key that I didn't know was there. And I just to ramble for a little bit longer, that reminds me of a dream that I had where someone dropped a key, and my instinct was to give it to the boss. I was working somewhere, and the boss dropped the key, and I picked it right up and threw it to her, and she caught it. And then she went into a door, and the dream ended. So I'm not even really sure if there's a key to this answer. I'm not convinced that my answer will be summarizable within, a sentence or a word. Not even sure if there is an answer. But for some reason I feel that I need it. And I've been really contemplative today, and really contemplative, and thinking that I'm fortunate for at least realizing that I am on some kind of personal quest. At least I know that much. I just don't know what will finish this quest. It seems like the holy grail of what it is to be me, something like that. Well, I'm probably going to share this with you if I think that you might be able to provide some more clues. And maybe there's an off chance that you are on such a personal quest looking for an answer. Maybe you have some advice. So if you give me feedback, I definitely appreciate it. I don't know how else to conclude this in a nice, tidy way that will wrap it all up, but I will just say thank you.